The youngest of the Azorian Islands is one of the last wild places on Earth. The green jungle and the black volcanic rocks set the stage to a dance between the delicate and the untamed. Just a few kilometers from the Atlantic waters is the highest point in Portugal, which makes for some of the steepest and roughest landscapes on the planet. Such as above, so below, and the animals below the mountain are as wild as the landscape itself. Beneath the water, big structures of volcanic formations, dark caves, and deep blue make the ground for some of the biggest fish and ocean mammals in the world. Near the shore, the clear and warm water is home to vibrant and colorful fish. And offshore, some of the biggest oceanic travelers use this deep blue to hunt and stay on vacation. But before we dive below the mountain, we need to visit a small town on the north shore of Pico. The connection of this town to the ocean is as old as time itself. Being the capital of boat building, Santa Amaro is home to a man that knows these waters like the palm of his hand. Since he was a boy, Paulo loved to provide for his family and used the ocean as his way to contribute to the community and explore the wild places his island provided. Now, with a bigger family, he still does it the same way, just for bigger fish and deeper rocks.
Foi bastante? Não?
Não vaias a menos.
Era melhor usar mais. Beautiful sunglasses. Nice. E eu que estava aqui dentro.
é fudido.
Knowing that I cannot control what I will encounter, I leave the harbor with an open mind. Guided by the flow of the day, I can only be prepared to accept whatever situation is presented to me. The sight of hundreds of seabirds patrolling is always a good sign. Experience tells me that feeding actions rarely last very long, so the moment the birds start diving, my boat starts flying to meet with them. I hold on to the side of the boat trying to keep focus and my heart beat low, because the second I hit the water, I will hold my breath and descend, crossing the portal to another dimension. I am about to discover what awaits me on the other side. When threatened, bait fish compacts due to an automatic defensive reaction, forming what is called a bait ball. Predators attack from below, trapping it against the surface. With nowhere else to run, they become an easy meal for all kinds and species of marine animals below the surface, as well for the birds charging from above that, just like me, had been patiently waiting for this opportunity. When diving into a feeding frenzy, I believe it's smart to understand that every creature present is there for the same reason, including me. That reason is food, that I am not a top predator. I am simply in another element, joining in a system where I can very easily become the prey. Accepting this allows me to integrate and fully live the spectacular fury of a moment like that. The magnetic raw force of an intense feeding frenzy may divert my focus, but never my gratitude. My will is selective, and I will only pull the trigger for the right reasons and at the right time. Sometimes the fish are too jumpy, immediately disappearing because of my presence. Sometimes because of the slappy noise created by the boat's hull hitting the waves in rough seas. Sometimes I fail to select one fish out of the confusing sight of hundreds crossing close by in front of me. Sometimes I misjudge distance and simply miss the shot. Sometimes I jump into the water too soon, sometimes too late. Sometimes the line system gets stuck on the boat, abruptly stopping my descent when I'm about to take the shot. Sometimes the fish are too small, sometimes too big. Sometimes there is no fish at all. Only whales, dolphins, or sharks. Sometimes. With too many variables that can go wrong, I soon learned the hard way that to play this game, I need to embrace frustration and transpire stubbornness. I can go all day, days on end, or sometimes even weeks without catching a single fish. And then, when least expected, everything comes together and I am rewarded with the opportunity I so hard searched for. I keep calm, I stretch my spear gun, and Let that pull of the trigger be the release of every single bit of experience gathered from all those hours throughout the years looking at weather reports and preparing gear for the next mission. From all those remorseful dead hours spent offshore away from family. From all the blood and tears shed. From all the hugs and high fives. From all the sleepless nights trying to mentally correct stupid mistakes committed. Because only one thing is certain. Every decision, every action and reaction I took my entire life has led me here, to this moment right now. Spearfishing is the child of a deep connection with the sea. The ocean is my other world. It is where I get to fly and truly connect with Mother Nature. Spearfishing is observing and understanding. It is respecting and accepting all risks involved. Spearfishing is providing in a sustainable and fair way.
Aqui está sempre para vocês não esqueçam, a Brana ou o Luís não se esquecerem do abacate. Eu vou para a volta de...
Tá lá. Olha a chinchila. Ok. Se traz a cara do meu,
Fiquei tudo assustado.
não comem mais nada.
Fiquei tudo assustado.
Ei, está aqui uma tampa de um tacho que ela pesa